Hey, it's Tiffany, and welcome to your astrology forecast for October 23rd through 31st. So, entering Halloween week. How is everybody feeling this time of the month with the astrology? So, right away, Monday starts out with the sun entering the sign of Scorpio. So, happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. I'm a Scorpio, November 7th, representing. Again, just sending your Scorpio friends it's just some nice thoughts, some happy birthday text, something like that. The sun in Scorpio doesn't just bring good news and good vibes for our Scorpio friends. The sun in Scorpio is a time where the dark comes into the light and the light goes into the dark, and there's this kind of transcendence in and out feeling. The sun in Scorpio is a time when the veil is thin, right? It's a time when we're more intuitive, when we're more connected to our spiritual nature, when we're more interested in topics around dying in the light, when we're more interested in topics around the afterlife and the afterlife journey. So being aware of that, the very next day on the 24th, the sun, as it has just moved into Scorpio, will trine Saturn. So that's a positive angle, the sacred geometry, the sun, the planetary body that illuminates us, helps us with our own creative self-expression, is in a positive aspect to Saturn, that military granddad in the sky that helps us keep things in order, right? This is about steady progress. This is a time when the karma boomerang comes around and you are experiencing the benefits of all of your hard work. So good job. Staying in your integrity, standing in your light. If things aren't going so well for you, could it be that it's time for you to clean something up, to clean up your side of the street? If they're not going so well, the only way out is to take personal responsibility for where we set the ball rolling. Sometimes that's hard to see by ourselves. Sometimes it's helpful to get a spiritual friend who's willing to kind of bat some ideas around with you and really help you get honest with your own integrity on where you may have set the ball rolling. It's easy to blame, fix, argue, defend, explain, stay stuck in fear and victim mode. Not with the sun in Scorpio, not while it's trine Saturn. There can be some truth bombs. There can be some moments of real honesty, getting real with yourself. Saturn represents authority figures. So it could be that you're building some trust with authority figures in your life. It could be that you're investing in your long-term health. It could be that you're discussing things that are very Scorpio in nature, sex, death, and taxes. Life insurance, wills, estate plannings, things like this might be coming up for your review, for your consideration. On the 28th, we get a partial lunar eclipse at the full moon, which is in 5 degrees of Taurus. It's kind of a hybrid style eclipse. The moon is in Taurus. The sun is in Scorpio. They're opposite each other, right? And the nodes are on a pair of completely different signs, Aries and Libra. So we've got the kind of the money axis and the relationship axis and the what's mine and what's yours, all of that's energy and that really fixed plan. This is not a time to stay fixed. This is a time to stay aware, to stay curious, to stay open about Taurus things. It's an earth sign. It's a partial eclipse. People are coming unearthed. They're looking for buried treasure. They want to understand the gifts that have previously been hidden to them, right? Your eclipse intention is love and light flow to me and through me, gently grounding me. Love and light flow to me and through me, gently grounding me. So what treasures are you finding as light is shed on the past, as light is illuminated for your future? When we are still, when we are listening, more will be revealed, right? So know this, there's an opportunity to reroute yourself in some area. There's an opportunity to have some financial illumination going on, see something about your money. There's an opportunity to use the full moon to face some facts, to make adjustments, to reflect on what is seen at this time. You want to be aware of excess energy around eclipses like this. It can feel like we're experiencing 100 hours in 24 hours. It can feel big, like the tides are high. The moon, the tides are high. The blood flow is high. Cycles are breaking. Karmic deadlines are here, right? It can be a really good time to find people. I said find people, I meant find things, but if you're working missing persons cases, it actually is a really good time to find people. It's a good time to get information about medical mysteries, diseases, things that are really hard to treat and understand. You can get new information about. And I know it's contrary to popular belief, but the full moons are also time to present your work to the public, to help you shine in the public, because there's more light. You can see more. You're illuminated. So you get extra insight on what is culminating for you based on wherever Taurus is in your chart. So 5 to 10 degrees of Taurus, wherever that lands in your chart, what house that is in, what planets are around, that helps you tweak this and personalize it and just hand deliver information from the universe on what is really wanting to get your attention during this season and this cycle of life. Really celebrate your progress. Don't forget where you come from, right? You've come a long way. Something that started back on April 30th of 2022 is this is what you're getting insight about. The seeds that were planted back in April of 2022. Now, this moment, the pivot is happening, right? You're getting the information, you're making the adjustment, and then on July 28th of 2024, the mission will be complete. So you're approaching a finish line of sorts. You have about 9 months to play with it. On this day, no, let's see, yeah, October 28th. Is that where we're at? Yeah. On the same day, we have a Mars opposing Jupiter. It's big energy. Sometimes this is like my way or the highway. Sometimes it's big magic. Sometimes things expand quickly. So again, the idea of being really careful how you're using your computer brain to think things, because they can expand quickly. And the Jupiter is the cosmic magnifying glass of the sky. So things can get out of hand really quickly. They can be like wildfire, or they can be like hearts on fire and passions that just ignite and ignite and ignite. And my candle lights your candle, and your candle lights 10,000 other candles, right? So do you want to harness this big, strong energy and focus it into something positive? Our bodies are not coffins for our unexpressed emotions, right? They're not. So you might want to walk something out. You might want to tap something out, EFT. You might want to ecstatic dance, shake something out. You might want to physically move, sweat something out, keep it going, and then use that beautiful mind to focus on something that you do want to expand like a passionate wildfire. On the 29th, Mercury will conjunct Mars. Mercury, the way we think, Mars, the way we move, in a conjunction, kiss, working hand in hand together. This is clarity. This is decisiveness. This is practical advice. So it's happening here now on October 29th. It will happen again on December 27th. This isn't your only moment to be super, super, super crisp and clear. I used to talk about this as like a power riding opportunity. So, if you're getting a whole lot of ideas, I really encourage you to have your notebook around, your dream journal around, and keep a note, keep a note in your phone, whatever's easy for you. Give yourself a voice memo, do something, because I do feel like you're going to get a lot of calls, a lot of texts, a lot of emails, a lot of information coming to you. And so Mercury with Mars helps you be clear, decisive, and honest. It's a beautiful thing at the end of the month. So it's the last major planetary transit we have going on. So no major tricks for Halloween. All right. I hope that this season finds you well. Happy Halloween. And to close us off, let's pull a card from the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle deck. Okay. Here we go. Intuition, the stone of aquamarine. And it has to do with the water element. Should we look at it? Should we just take a second here and look at it? What is number? Would you look at it? You know that one? All right. It says fluidity, instinct, and openness. Okay. It says intuition is your own built-in guiding light, an instinctive knowing of right and wrong, good versus evil, and what is progressive for your soul, or what may hinder or block it. Your intuition is always with you, but you must learn how to listen to it and to trust it. Despite any situation you may feel yourself in, within your control or not, there is a version of yourself that you can turn to find insight. This instinctive guidance should be one of the most trustworthy places you take advice from. After all, who is more inclined to look after you than yourself? When it comes to your intuition, it's helpful to keep the mentality of remaining fluid like the water element. This mindset allows you to be in touch with your heart and how you feel, your emotional self. Using these two key components can help you access your intuitive gifts, leading you in the direction you're meant to go to find the answers to questions you've been longing and searching for. Does this match with the astrology perfectly or what? Dang. Aquamarine is attuned to the water element and connects you to your higher self, allowing you to leave your fears and doubts behind. Aquamarine has gentle, free-flowing vibrations that can open and activate your heart and throat chakras, removing any blockages, allowing energy to remain fluid through all centers of your body. When your energetic frequencies are aligned, you're able to clearly communicate and understand messages passed down from your higher self and decipher signals and signs from the universe. Dang, good job, Spirit. So there's some activation guidance here. It's one more paragraph. It says, gather aquamarine crystals in any form, place them in a bowl with filtered water, and leave the bowl sitting in the sunlight or moonlight for 24 hours. The filtered water will become energized and infused with the healing vibrations and properties of the aquamarine. Pour the infused liquid into a spray bottle and use it to spray yourself and your environment when you're feeling stressed, worried, blocked with negative energies. If the aquamarine pieces are small enough, they can be kept in the spray bottle with the energized water. And there's an intuitive quote here. It says, I allow my intuitive knowledge to flow freely throughout my entire being. I'm going to read that one more time. I allow my intuitive knowledge to flow freely throughout my entire being. So I want you to ask your crystals for permission because my crystal teacher said don't put them in water. Food for thought. Go with the flow. Trust your intuition above all else. See if that works for you. Maybe your crystals want to enjoy that. Maybe you are guided to work with aquamarine in another way. But happy Halloween. Happy October. Finish strong with your own integrity. My heart goes out to you. Namaste.